Hi everybody, it's Miss Alyssa from Occupational Therapy. I really miss you guys. I hope that we can all get through this soon and see each other again, and I hope everybody is staying healthy and happy with their families. And today I just want to go over some basic things about occupational therapy so that you can do it at home in case you missed this week's session, or if you want to repeat this week's session and practice your fine motor skills at home. So I always use bins or shoe boxes to run my sessions because it creates a definite beginning and end point to tasks, and it also provides organization and expectations for the students. And they are very used to this system. So we have box 1, box 2, and box 3. You can use Tupperware, you can use shoe boxes, you can use any kind of bin that you want. Bin 1 always starts with a warm-up, so it is usually a hand strengthening activity or a grasping skill activity. So today we're going to do therapy putty, and you can also use Play-Doh. You don't have to use therapy putty, or you can make Play-Doh at home. It works just as well. So we have a little therapy putty song that we sing in school. For some of the younger kids, the older kids probably don't want to sing the therapy putty song, but I'm going to sing it for you so you can share it with your loved ones at home. So therapy putty is great for hand strength and finger strength. So it starts out like this. We make a ball, we roll it on the table, and we sing, make a ball, 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 make a ball. Make a ball, 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 make a ball. And then we smoosh the ball so kids can stand up and they get that nice pressure in through their joints, also for strengthening the shoulders and the hands and the upper body. So we smoosh the ball and we sing the second verse, which is smush the ball. Smush the ball, smush the ball, smush the ball. Smush the ball, smush the ball, smush the ball. Smush the ball, 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 smush the ball. And then we roll a snake. And again, we're working on shoulder stability and hand strength. Roll a snake, roll a snake, roll a snake. Roll a snake, roll a snake, roll a snake. Roll a snake, 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 roll a snake. Then we can pinch it. So we want to get our crab claws out, and we want to use the radial side of the hand because those are our writing fingers. So using our writing fingers, we're going to make crab claws and pinch it. So pinch the snake, 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 pinch the snake. All right, good job. And then taking those writing fingers, we're gonna put our snake vertical and roll it up into a snail or a cinnamon bun, whichever you prefer, just like that, and put it back into the container. Bye-bye, putty. We're ready for the next task. The other warm-up task I have is using tongs or tweezers. So you could use salad tongs, the metal ones that you have in your kitchen, or you can use some of these different kinds of tongs that they sell on Amazon. And thank goodness Amazon is delivering through this whole pandemic, so you can order on Amazon. I have a simple ice cube tray and some pom-poms that you can buy at a craft store. You can use simple household items. You could use noodles. You can use food items, anything small or this size. And you want to take the tweezers and make sure that you're using those writing fingers and not your whole hand. Mom and Dad might have to help and do a little hand-over-hand assistance. And you're going to pick up those objects, just like this. And you can also make these out of chopsticks. You can put a rubber band at the top of your wooden chopsticks if you have those at home from Chinese food. And place each item into an area of the, oh, we missed one, ice cube tray. And you can use all different shapes and size noodles too, and that will help with grasp development and hand strength. It's also a great pre-scissor skill. So that's your warm-up. So we're all done with box 1. So we can say to the kids, bye-bye box 1, we're all done. We're on number 2. In box 2, I usually put a cut and paste craft. So today we kept it simple since it was the first session, and we just made a simple flower with snippings from a different colored construction paper. So you would have the kids draw lines down with your help or without your help on a piece of construction paper, and you would give them visual cue points. So you would make a dot here, a dot here, and here. And this is great practice for pre-writing strokes. So you can hold the paper vertically or horizontally to practice those pre-writing strokes. And you're going to make a line down, down, and down. And then your paper is going to look like this. So that's going to give them a visual cue point when they have to cut. And you're going to take scissors. So some kids don't show hand preference yet. The best way to show hand preference is to place the object directly in the middle of the visual field and see which hand the child picks it up with. And then that kind of tells you instinctually what hand they're going to use. Also, you could pay closer attention to what hand they eat with, or what hand they use the most during free play when there are no motor demands. A lot of left-handers bloom very late, so they might go back and forth, and then that's kind of a sign that maybe they'll be left-handed. But again, use that placing the object in midline to determine which hand to cut with. Make sure your kids always know to put their thumb in the little hole and keep their thumb up. You might have to hold their wrist back here to keep their wrist in a neutral position, and then just practice opening and closing. We sing the open, shut them song to get the pattern going. So open, shut them, give a little snip. Open, shut them, do not let it rip. So that's what we do when we cut on the paper. And then hand over hand, you're again gonna make sure that wrist is in a neutral position. The student can cut all the way up, trying to stay right on the line. And if they only snip, that's fine too. You can just have them snip right here and just kind of fringe the paper. That's not an issue. And then they can cut all the way up until they have nice strips of paper. So you're going to end up with a few strips of paper like this. And then on a different colored piece of paper, or the same color, it doesn't matter, you're going to cut this and just practice having the child snip until they have a couple little teeny pieces of paper. The other thing you can have them do, this is a great skill for reciprocal movement, for buttoning, zipping, snapping, is just rip the paper into little pieces if they can't snip. And you can start it too. So if you make the first tear for them so that they can do it on their own, that would be great too if they're, if they need a little help ripping, and then they can pull from there. So it's that one hand forward, one hand back. And then all you're gonna do is take a glue stick. And you can draw a flower, you can draw a circle, and you're basically going to put glue on the paper and make a little mosaic. Another nice thing you can do is you can write the letter of their name. So let's say my name is Alyssa. Just to reinforce those letter recognition skills and writing skills. And you can have them just glue the little pieces of paper onto the letter until they make the letter. Okay, so that's our craft for this week, and they will get a little more advanced as we move along. So we are all done with box number 2. We can say bye-bye, box number 2. We're all done, and we want to make sure everything goes in. We created that definite endpoint. And then box number 3. Box number 3 is our self-help skills. So I happen to have dressing vests that I use at school. They have them online some of them on Amazon are not really well made. You're better off using an old shirt. Okay, and they look like this. And you're basically going to work on buttoning first and then unbuttoning, because buttoning is easier than unbuttoning. So you want to place it flat on the table, and you're going to have the child pinch the fabric and pull it over the button. So it's a pinch and a pull. And you might have to stabilize the dressing, the dressing garment on the table. Okay, and then for buttoning, we always use the terminology peekaboo, pull it through. So mom and dad, you can put the button just a tiny bit through the hole, and when they see it, you can say peekaboo, pull it through. Peekaboo, pull it through, and the last one, peekaboo, pull it through. And that's buttoning. Okay, and unbuttoning, they're just pulling the edge again. And they might need to use two hands at first, but that's okay, they'll get it. And again, that ripping paper, because you're making the same movement, it's a reciprocal movement, that ripping paper is a great skill for fasteners. Zipping, we do a lot of in school, especially preschool. And I have a large zipper here, and it happens to be 2 colors. But you can use an old jacket at home with a larger zipper. That's always good. Those little teeny vinyl ones don't typically work. So this one is nice because it has red and white. So I always tell the kids to look for that garage. And we do it on the table first, because it's way too complicated to have them wear the garment and do it when they're first learning. So you look for the car. This is the car, and that little slot is the garage. So put the car in the garage. Again, we're using reciprocal movement. And then they can pull it up. Most kids have this down, where they can pull up the zipper. And that's the way you do it. So just repetition is everything. So doing it over and over and over again. Putting the car in the garage and pulling up. And sometimes kids can get the car in the garage and they can get the zipper key into the hole, but they don't push it down far enough. So you might just have to help them until they build their strength a little bit. And that's it. So that is box 3. We're all done with dressing skills. And I always offer a sticker or Skittles or a treat after a good OT session. If you have any questions, you can email me at Hilliard, HILLIARD, at sel.k12.oh.us. Stay safe, stay healthy, and practice those fine motor skills. Signing off, have a great day.